What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Today we're going to talk more about that $2,000 C8 Corvette price increase that's coming soon. We have some new additional details, and yeah, unfortunately this price is not the end all because there is more coming. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, so if you saw the previous video where we talked about the $2,000 price increase happening for the C8 Corvettes across the board, it doesn't matter if you're getting the Stingray, the Z06, or the E-Ray, either way, you are paying an additional $2,000 right off the top. Now, I mentioned in that video that I had heard that there were some options on the car that were going to also be priced higher. Yeah, that did happen, and we have all the options that are going to be priced higher as well. So let's talk about it. Before we do, though, guys, I wanted to very clearly mention something that has come up a couple times in that video in the comment section, and that was questions about the yet to be delivered 2023. So if you have a 2023 that hasn't been delivered yet, this does not apply to you. This is only the 2024s that have not been officially accepted by GM by October 2nd. So as of 3 days ago, if your order has not been accepted, then yes, this increase in price does in fact affect you, and it will be going on to your build. And if you've chosen any of the options we're about to talk about, those increases will be on there as well. Like I said, when filming the last video, guys, we did read through the official verbiage from Chevrolet saying that they were announcing revised prices effective for the vehicles produced on or after October 2nd, 2023, and that this revision affected base model prices, DFC, and specific options for the 2024 model year Corvette. Well, we got our hands on those specific options. Let's go over them. So aside from the initial $2,000 price increase, that will be in addition to these extra price increases that we're about to go over. So the first thing to note on this particular page is the change in the destination fee. So this fee is already added into the initial $2,000 that the price of the car will be going up from compared to last year. So that destination fee is actually about $300 higher than it was in the past, but that's already included in the $2,000 price bump. So this is just so you're aware of one of the things that is actually going up that's not totally visible, but at the same time, it is already included in the 2,000. So don't worry too much about that. It's when we start scrolling down that we start seeing some of the prices that are going to affect you guys. So on top of the $2,000 price increase, the engine appearance package has gone up in price. Now, this was initially a $995 option. Now, that included the 2 carbon fiber panels and the LED lighting that would illuminate the engine at night. Well, that is going up. So instead of $995, which is what it was in the beginning of the production of C8 Corvette, it has gone up to $1,495. So about a $500 price increase. Now, one of the biggest reasons you can kind of see this coming is something else that's been talked about on the Corvette blogger recently, and that is the fact that it is indeed 100% carbon fiber that has been holding up this C8 Corvette Z06. So if you haven't seen it yet, there was an article put over at the CorvetteBlogger.com talking about how there are hundreds of C8 Corvette Z06s sitting outside of the plant waiting for parts. And a lot of people were speculating what parts they're waiting on because everything seems to be moving pretty well otherwise. And sure enough, it is carbon fiber specifically for the Z06. So the only reason I mention this is because it's very apparent GM is having some problems with the carbon fiber production, and that's why they're increasing the price of any carbon fiber parts, because in order for it to make sense for them, they have to get more money, etc., etc. But basically, it comes down to one thing. If you want the carbon fiber engine appearance package, you're going to be paying more. Now, moving on, we also have a couple different stripe options, and they have all gone up to $1,195, and that is up from the initial cost of $995. So a $200 price increase on any of the stripe options as well. Now, where things start to really add up big is the carbon fiber wheels. Again, kind of touching on the fact that GM is having some difficulties getting a good solid carbon fiber production plant or carbon fiber manufacturer in general. That is the Carbon Flash painted carbon fiber wheels have gone up to $11,995. So we'll just call it $12,000. These were a $10,000 option whenever they first were announced for the Z06. A price increase of obviously another $2,000. Now moving down, we got the visible carbon fiber wheels, which are up to $13,995. We'll call it $14,000. Again, $2,000 price increase from the previous visible carbon fiber wheels. Now, where things get really interesting is the visible carbon fiber wheels with the red stripe. These are up to $15,500. So apparently the red stripe on the carbon fiber wheel is worth almost $1,500 by itself. That's pretty interesting. But either way, guys, there is a massive price increase coming here. If you are looking to load up a Z06 with carbon fiber wheels, all the Z07 carbon fiber, and just check every single box, you are looking at almost $5,000 additional over top of the previous 2023 model year. That's not including the fact that you're losing that $5,000 bonus for keeping the car for 6 months. So technically, you are upwards of $10,000 more for a 2024 Z06 versus if you had bought the same exact spec car in 2023. So all in, guys, if any of these options affect you, like I said, this is on top of the original $2,000 that we had talked about in the previous video. These are all the options that are currently affected with the new updated pricing. Like I said in the previous video, I will continue to update you guys as these options come out and as anything else changes in price. But again, let me know down below if these options are going to affect your build or affect your car in general. I know a lot of you have already talked about the fact that you are going to be affected by that initial $2,000 that has been added to the start price. How about these options? How many of these options are going to affect your build? Let me know in the comment section down below. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Short and sweet, to the point. Additional pricing coming for the C8 Corvette across the board. And yeah, a lot of people aren't happy about it. But again, let me know your experience down below. And as always, guys, I will catch you in the next upload.